from a medical background to be able to understand spirituality, soul, and consciousness on the level that you do? How did the transition actually happen?
It just happened. It just happened. People say, right, pain changes you. Actually, pain doesn't change you. People don't sit with the pain. For every human being, right? Pain is meant to bring in clarity. People try to escape pain. That's why they don't get clarity. Sit with the pain, whatever it is. For some, it's a loss of a parent. For some, it's a loss of a spouse. For some, it's a broken relationship. So many things. You have to sit with the pain. There's no choice. If you escape, then there's no clarity in life. The universe has a way to mother you around a lot of beautiful things in life, but people are scared.
So is pain actually for the mind, because the mind wants to cling on to the attachment of the identity that it has? And who am I at the end of the day? I'm a bunch of beliefs that I've been telling myself enough number of times that I've believed that is who I am. So now when that belief is questioned, or when the belief is challenged, or when I have to let go of the memory bank that I have, there's a lot of pain attached to it. So how do we transcend beyond this?
Okay. It's a complex question what you asked, but I'll give you a simple answer. The mind always wants to cling. The mind always wants to say something, because it is the mind which is a very insecure thing in your... Can you see the mind?
No.
You can't see the mind, but it will keep communicating with you in all forms. A mind is meant to be confused. No mind can be a clear mind. If somebody says I have a clear mind, I would like to ask them how, please. Yeah, if you look at all the realized beings in our tradition, right? We come from a very beautiful tradition. People say it's Hinduism, whatever, they have names for that. I do believe in religion because it's an organized way of doing things. I don't discount other religions. I respect them. But the way human consciousness and human experiences, right, in context with the larger intelligence, be it the planets, be it the cosmos, be it the whole universe, it is explode beyond our imagination in our culture. I'm talking about thousands of years
ago.
Not even millions. People say millions. Just keep it to 4,000, 5,000 years. Just go back to the history and see, the siddhis, what people had. Even for example, Bodhidharma, right? From here he went to China. Bodhidharma is one guy who we know because of a movie.
Yeah.
But there have been more than countless beings with such superhuman, power and siddhis who live just like you and me. The point is they've explored everything in total. And they've left the remnants for us to understand as well, where our confused minds and our minds don't let us accept the truth. If you're lucky, you stumble upon that. Yeah, people do stumble upon that, but the kind of distractions what they have in the current era, right? Disbelief. There are few people who take those kind of things for a ride as well. Few fake godmen. I'm not denying that. There are few of them. And yes, obviously social media, right?
Yeah.
Even if you want to focus on something, social media doesn't let you focus more than 30 seconds. They've conditioned your brain like that over the last 10 years. So going above all these distractions, I wouldn't say it's a task, but if you set your intention to really know the truth about life, the larger intelligence and the cosmos, you can go about that. But you should set the intention to go about that so that your mind also starts functioning in that direction. Mind is a wonderful tool, Gayathri.
Yeah.
Yeah. The mistake what we do is we get distracted. We let our mind distract with everything we see, Yeah, basically we are living in a very distracted world right now. So.
And when you were speaking about us wanting to know the truth, do you think all of it, I do believe all of us have access to the truth, but the longingness that we have to know the truth, some people have it in this lifetime, some people might have it in different lifetimes. What do you think triggers that, the need to know the truth?
Pain. Pain. Yeah, if you talk about the karmic patterns of our past lives, we could talk a lot about this. This is a subject, it's infinity.
Yes.
If we start talking about this is infinite. for logical understanding, where people can relate to what we are talking, pain. People should learn to sit with pain. When somebody goes through some pain, Gayatri, it can be a business loss, it can be a loss of a person in their life, a heartbreak. A lot of people, face heartbreaks. Many kinds of losses for many kinds of people, various people, right? People should learn to sit with the pain. People try to escape pain through various addictions. Alcohol is not the only thing, which is widely spoken about. Yes, alcohol, drugs, even social media is a kind of distraction. There are so many distractions, right? You sit with the pain, right? The universe gives you pain. It is a portal. Trust me on that. Pain is a portal which is going to open you to the infinite possibilities of the universe.
Yes.
But we don't sit with the pain. I've spoken to enough people who sit with the pain, who have sat with the pain, and phenomenal things have happened. At that point, right, where you're not able to bear, where you're not able to give up, that's when the portal opens up. What is the reality for your soul? What is the reality for your birth? And why have you taken this birth? Yes.
So, I can relate so much to that because I believe one of the major transitions that happened to me in my life was when I decided once and for all to sit with the pain of me going through the pattern of toxic relationships again and again. As much as now I can reflect back and call the relationship toxic, I'm equally aware that I was equally toxic with the patterns that I had at that point of time. But when you're sitting with that excruciating pain, and you absolutely have no idea if this is going to end, when this is going to end, I think a part of our ego dies in that. And when that dissolves, we have access to something which otherwise on a good day, we might not even think about.